For tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Richaun Holmes out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Patton in at the 5 spot. Holmes, that's a screen. With the putback. Curry on the follow. Curry's got the first points up on the board here for the Bulls.
Great hustle from Stephen Curry with the putback.
Lin kicks to Jokic. Off the pick. Good as the jump shot falls. And two conference rivals, Steve, going head-to-head. Maybe a little extra animosity tonight here.
You know, Kevin, to describe it, they don't like each other. There will be no hugs, no handshakes. This is about compete, compete, compete.
Well, good, right? That's what you want to see.
Yeah, I don't like everybody all fluffy. Come out there and go at somebody.
No. Yeah, we even have competition here on the broadcast booth.
I know, I'm elbowing you for that sandwich.
Oh, there's another elbow from Steve Smith. Thank you, Steve. I got it. I understand. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range, they get it back. There's a good screen. To the paint. Harkless kicks to Holmes. Caldwell-Pope dishes to Curry. And count it from 19 feet away.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Lin kicks to Aminu. Jokic inside. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Here's Caldwell-Pope following the basket by Jokic. Outside, Lin. Jokic a screen. Lin kicks to Jokic. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
And so it's Detroit with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Green with a screen on Curry. Lin the pass to Green. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And that one is good.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76. And for so long, the Bulls really were synonymous with the best defensive teams in the league. But as a team, they've started to slip the last few years. It's something that has been lost while this team kind of retools for the future. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Richardson. Clock at 6. Jokic, no good.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
They set the pick. Curry kicks to Harkless. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Holmes got his first basket.
Oh, Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
In the pass to Jokic. Richardson kicks to Jokic. Holmes with the steal. It's Curry outside. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And Curry making his presence felt on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting. Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
Holmes sets a screen. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Patton. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession. You won.
Here's Richardson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The first free throw is good.
You think back when Fred Hoiberg was a player in the NBA, great shooter who had a strong knowledge of the game. Not too surprised he ended up as a coach.
And Richardson drops them both. And Smitty, you and Hoiberg played against one another during your careers and even guarded each other, I think, from time to time. What was it like going up against a player like him?
You know, Kevin, he must have been real young because I'm so old. I don't even remember that. But I do know and remember Fred Hoiberg and watching him coach. He is a fast decision maker. Also would find space as a player. And you see some of his strengths as a player and how he designs his offense right now.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Curry. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Curry's got 9 points.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue.
A different look here for Detroit. Jabari Parker comes in for Jokic. And Parsons subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Rabs checked in for Chicago. Reed comes in for Harkless. Now with Caldwell Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg, he usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around fantastic defensively.
The Bulls leading by 4. That one falls.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Lynn with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Parker drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Parker's got his first basket of the night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Right side Curry. Lots of room. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Parker outside. It's tipped.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. On its way from Curry for 2. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Parker outside. Shoots over Holmes. They get the rebound. And he comes up with the deuce. Parker's got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, there's no quitting him when it comes to the offensive glass.
Holmes sets a screen. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, Green. Pass to Parker. The feed to Parsons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
And you need talent, Steve, but, you know, the value of chemistry can't be overlooked either. And as a player, how do you make yourself a good teammate? How do you help in that regard toward good chemistry?
Well, I think one is being a good person, understanding the game of life, and it's about winning, not about numbers. It's about letters, W's and L's, and you want W's. We look at a lot of teams, and they play well with each other, and they're unselfish. Unselfish teams usually win.
Well, they said the same thing about you. You're an all-star caliber player, but you're a great teammate. I think for a player, that's like the highest praise you could get.
Yeah, it is. When you start talking about guys that, hey, he's a great teammate, whether he's a superstar or a guy, the 12th man, guys want to be around that. And usually you see those guys hang around the league longer than other guys that may be more talented or better players.
And stolen by Parsons. Monk, the pass to Jokic. To the inside. The shot by Monk is no good. Chicago leading. .149 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Napier. Rebound by the Pistons.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Parsons for 3. Hits it from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And that's how Parsons makes his living. Great shooter off the catch.
Grab. And that's going to be a treble. Detroit's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Exum kicks to Parker. There's the pass to Jokic. Back to Parker. Puts up a 3. Into the Bulls, shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. .56 seconds left in the first quarter.
I love the technique he uses, leveraging his position down low. then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
Now, here's Jokic. 7 points in the game. It's deflected. Passes to Swanigan. Here's Rab. Over Parker. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Pistons leading. Reed with the steal. Reed with the steal. Here's Napier. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field. Screened by Parker. Exum dishes to Parker. Nobody near Parsons. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And that's now 6 points for Chandler Parsons. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Pistons on top as they... And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And the Bulls shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Detroit. Parker out there with Jokic. Then it's Exum. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Monk in the shooting guard position. Parker a screen on Reed. Jokic passes to Parker. Clock at 6. There's the triple. That one, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Pass to Swanigan. Here's the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Swanigan's got the first basket of the second quarter for Chicago. You know, Stephen, I think of Stan Van Gundy, I think of versatile, because we all know he's the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, but he's in charge of all their personnel moves, too. This guy's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah, he does. I mean, when you start to look at it, he's wearing 2 hats. And one thing, he's doing a good job trying to run his organization from a management standpoint and also from a coach's standpoint. So far, so good for Stan.
They set the screen. Here's Rab. And another shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Bulls shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. First one falls for him. And we see the game of basketball gaining popularity, Steve, around the globe. Do you see a difference in the number of international players in the league now versus, say, when you came into the league?
You know, Kevin, back then I saw it was probably 90-10, 90% of guys from United States and then 10% international. That number right now is starting to grow. It is getting closer and closer to 50-50. And the reason why, scouts now with the technology, you can find a guy all over this globe. And guys are coming over here taking the game serious. I think it's going to come down to wherever you're from. If you're fundamentally sound, you have a chance to make it in the NBA.
And you know, Steve, a credit to current NBA and college coaches for making these summertime pilgrimages overseas to teach the kids in Yugoslavia and Serbia and all over the globe about the game of basketball. I think that has also sped up the development, and that's, again, a reflection of the international player coming to the NBA.
You're totally right. The global games and guys got to get a chance to see. I think it really started with the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. Everybody international are loving this game, and I think the players who listen and go out and work on their game, they have a better chance.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, "My goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender. I want the league to recognize that." Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Here is Forbes. Pass to Rab. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rab's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jokic kicks to Parsons. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Dishes it to Reed. The pass to Rab. Back to Reed. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Parsons. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
To the left wing. The dish to Napier. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Swanigan. Jokic defending. Down it goes. Nice one there from Swanigan. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominating.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Parker. Aminu comes in for Chandler Parsons. Richardson, he's checked in for Monk. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Exum.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Green, the screen. Lin kicks to Green. To end the run. Oh, that's blocked.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Napier, defended by Lin. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Napier. Out left to the wing. Here's Swanigan. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons trailed by 6. Richardson kicks to Lin. Jokic a screen. Lin the pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Green. A rebound by Rab. Rab's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Here's Lin. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
And Lin has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
Great fundamentals on the boards. Can't see enough of this. Too many guys just tried to crash in at the last moment.
Passes to Jokic. He kicks it to Richardson. Back to Jokic. He feeds it to Richardson. Oh, and the jam by Richardson.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And last season, the final season for the Pistons, Smitty, playing at the Palace of Auburn Hills, as much as you love the new arena, it's always sad to say goodbye to an old friend. What was it like playing at the Palace of Auburn Hills, Steve, when you were in the game?
You know, I loved it because I'm from Detroit, the hometown, and those guys had that place rocking. It was state of the art when they first built it, but if you look right now is because I'm a Detroit native, they're playing inside of Detroit. The pass is a pass, but it was a great pass.
Detroit making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Pass to Rab. And he lays it straight in. Rab's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Parker, right side. From 13. Jump shot is good. Parker's got 10 points in the game.
You can tell they want to work the ball inside as much as possible. Seems like a great strategy given the weapons they have.
Curry can't get it to go.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
Now here's Lynn. Kicks it to Green. And it's Aminu in the corner. Green with a screen for Lynn. 4 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Many can argue at this point that Draymond should have had 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Arguably one of the most impactful defenders of this generation. Can take over a game without ever scoring a point.
He hits the second from the line. And taking over without scoring is a Draymond specialty. Steve, you think back to his triple-double with points not being one of those categories.
Kevin, Draymond is just an amazingly unique player in the NBA with his defense. Can actually guard positions 1 through 5. Plays his best defense when the moment matters the most.
Knocks it loose. And Curry has it in the corner. Another miss by Curry.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
So for the Bulls, Patton, he's checked in for Rab, and it's Rashawn Holmes in for Swanigan. Parker, a screen on Curry. Outside, Green. Lynn kicks to Parker. Leaner from distance. Misses off the left iron.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Curry kicks to Caldwell Pope. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 3.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Parker. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, Steve, you were such a great shooter over the course of your terrific career. Is that something that just came naturally to you? Was it learning the right technique early on, or was it just repetition?
You know, Kevin, started off in high school. I was a big George Gervin fan, so I had my elbows out trying to shoot like him. Got to Michigan State, and Judd Heathcote had his little ruler making my elbow get in, and he had this thing called ready shoot. I did that over and over and over. So I would say naturally I was pretty good, but it was repetition, and a guy like Judd Heathcote making me a good shooter into a better shooter. And then plus, I played with Tim Duncan and David Robinson one year. You're talking about wide open looks. I led the league in three-point shooting because of those guys.
He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Curry wide open. They get it back. Here's Holmes. Over in the corner, Harkless. Patton. Chip back in for two. Patton's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
He did a stellar job throwing his body into the mix and coming up with the easy tip in.
Here's Parker. Poked away. Harkless with the steal. And that one's good. His second basket of four, shooting 50%.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
KCP, known for his defense, but his offense is not too shabby. He can pull up from deep and on the move and knock it down. He gets his numbers from range, and it helps them out on the offensive end.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Chandler Parsons comes in for Parker. Monk's checked in for Richardson. And it's Exum in for Jeremy Lin. And with Caldwell Pope, he isn't the most efficient player when it comes to scoring, but he can get locked in, and when he does, watch out.
You know, when KCP is filling it from deep, you know it's going to be a good night for your team. Has shown signs of improving his consistency. That's a big reason why he was sought after in free agency.
Curry kicks to Holmes. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. The Pistons trailing. Cauley Stein with this screen on Curry. Parsons for three. Chicago grabs the miss. Patton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Caldwell Pope. Shoots. And Patton gets it to go. Patton's got 10.
He cannot be contained right now. The hoop keeps getting bigger and bigger for him with each made shot.
Aminu with it. Guarded now by Harkless. And Parsons gets it to go.
There it is. His first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter. His third of the game.
"17 seconds left to play in the first half. Now Caldwell Pope. Holmes, that's a screen. Curry outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 14.
We're talking about Stephen Curry range right now in that shot.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Bulls lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. The third